Welcome back, chosen ones. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I have another message for you. So the topic today, well, not really the topic, but what we're going to discuss is chosen ones were born to bridge the gap between the light and the dark, the good and the bad, the yin and the yang. We were here to bridge that gap, okay, that crossover, okay, to bring the balance, to even it out, okay, because there's a lot of separation due to the good and the bad, okay. If you notice that everything in this life has to do with twos, okay, so it's like you got two eyes, you got two nostrils, you got two lips, you got two eyebrows, you got two ears, you got two sets of hands and arms, you know what I'm saying, and we just got this one torso body. We got two legs, we got 2 feet, you know what I mean? Everything is in twos, you know what I'm saying? Yes and no. So it's like we are here to bridge the gap, chosen ones. Our light, we were born to bring light, more light. You know, you notice that the world projects more darkness than it does light. There's a lot more bad things happening in this world than there are good things. I'm not going to say that there aren't good things happening, but it's hard to see. Especially like with TV, there's just so much television. And a lot of us are so accustomed to just sitting in front of a TV all day, waiting for the television to tell us about life, you know, instead of going out there and experiencing life. That's for some, not for all. But, you know, there's a majority of people that are doing that, you know, and it's like you're listening to what the television is telling you, and then it programs the way you think. That's why we have to be careful on what kind of food we feed our brains. And I'm not just talking about like the food you eat. I'm talking about that's a part of it too, but I'm talking about what you listen to, what you watch. You know, you're receiving, everything is being received into the brain, into the stomach. The stomach, the gut, and the brain are similar. Okay, so I'm not gonna get all detailed about it, about body parts and stuff like that, but you get the drift. So it's like, you know, we are here to bridge the gap. Chosen ones are the light. We are the vessel. We are the truth. Now, don't get me wrong, we do have our challenges, but the way we learn our challenges is we really go through the experience and we learn and teach ourselves. Everybody don't have that gift. Everybody don't have the gift of knowing how to heal themselves, you know, and it is sad, but man, sometimes you don't have answers for everything. You only know what you know for you. But you can pray for you could pray for your neighbor, you can pray for your loved ones, you could pray on it for others to be able to have the strength to look within and see what they need to see for themselves, their own guided compass, when it comes to the walks of life. Life is, you know, challenging. Life is challenging for people in general, but chosen ones is like double the challenge, triple the challenge. You know what I mean? Especially when you like have this anointing on you and you have the hand of God on you, and everybody else is doing what they want to do unknowingly, some knowingly, and they just careless with life. And you have this inner voice that's telling you, you can't do that, you shouldn't do that, like, you know what I mean? And it's like God, your higher self, telling you what direction to go. And, you know, chosen ones, we make mistakes in the beginning in our younger years, but we get the point when we need to get the point, especially the ones that are highly in tune to knowing the message when the time comes, when the lesson happens, okay? But yeah, we're here to bridge the gaps in our families. We're here to bring the light. Have some of you been born in families where no one talks about things? No one talks about the past. No one talks about the problems. Everybody just likes to brush it over and not address the elephant in the room. You may like not talk for some time, and then all of a sudden you guys are getting back together and hee hee ha ha, and like everything's okay. And it's like, that's why it repeats itself, because nothing that is really truly in-depth conversations that need to be had are being had. And chosen ones, it's hard for us to speak and let people know what the issues are that we see. We have messages, we receive downloads. I don't know about you, but I'm a dreamer. I have a lot of dreams. I have dreams about things that warn me before things happen. Even my intuition or my inner voice will tell me, like, I even can see when someone's gonna pass away sometimes. Or I have a knowing about it. It's not a good feeling to have that. Sometimes it can feel like a curse and a blessing. But chosen ones, we have these gifts for a reason. And we just have to learn how to use it, without looking at it as a bad thing. And I know it's very hard when you're on your own on this journey, but I'm here to let you know you're not alone. You're not alone. If any of you guys have any questions on how to go about any of that information that I'm giving out, please inbox me and send me a message, and we can go from there on any advice that you are seeking on your chosen one journey. I'm here to help and assist those that are seeking to know how to move forward in their life. If you're going through any challenges or any struggles with understanding who you are as a chosen one. But yeah, we're here to shed the light. We're here to be the light. And everybody inside a dark world does not like the light, because we're not the devil that uses the light to trick people. We're actually the light that's the truth, shedding the truth. And people that are in a falsified lifestyle are not going to like that. They're going to be uncomfortable with it because they're not used to it. They don't know what to do with it because it's unfamiliar. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it makes it so hard for chosen ones to bridge the gap, because the gap is very steep. It's very steep. You know what I mean? And that's why we're chosen, because a lot of people are scared or afraid to take on these positions and these roles in this life. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people that have gifts that I've grown up with, even my elders, that have had gifts like before the younger ones were born, that didn't use them because they were afraid. They were scared to use it. They blocked out their psychic abilities. They blocked out their intuition, the messages that they were receiving, and they chose to just live their life comfortably in the physical realm. That's your choice, though. That's a choice for you. But true chosen ones stand up, because we are ready to take on whatever we're meant to take on, because we want to rise up our lineage. We want to break those generational curses and the systematic BS that has been projected into our DNA throughout our ancestor lineage. Okay? We want to unlearn and relearn and reprogram our minds for the next generation. Okay? Because we are meant to elevate. We are meant to make peace and unity, bring unity to the people. Okay? We are meant to bring unity to the people, to the masses, not this division. Not this separation, not this hate, smear. We're not supposed to be hating each other. We're supposed to work together as a people. Okay? As loving people. And everybody, I get it, is not going to be loving people. I get that. But we are here to show people that there are love. There is love in the universe. There is goodness and kindness in the universe. With everything that's been going on, people dying, it's like our food is being poisoned, our medication is poisoned. You know what I mean? We have to unlearn and relearn. We put so much trust into the government, and they might even shadow ban me from saying this. But we need to govern ourselves and break the chains of mental confinement and release. Love and light.